Hey NFI, today is Monday, November 10th. And before I get started, I would just like to say that I am exceedingly proud of this country and what they did last week, and I am just ecstatic and full of excitement for things that can happen in the future. And some people are being very cynical about the whole governmental situation right now, but all I can say is at least he will be better than George W. Bush was. And I'm excited about that alone. Okay, so I know this week Cait didn't post a video, but I spoke with her in a chat. We chatted. And she told me that the theme this week is to talk about school and our past experience in school. I guess if you guys are familiar with Buck's kind of grade vlogs that he's been doing, I guess it's kind of like what she wants to do, but kind of either pick a grade that we want to talk about, or I guess talk about our schooling in general. And I've been thinking about this past 24 hours. I can't figure out what grade I want to talk about, so I'm just gonna give you a brief overview of my schooling since it's kind of done now, maybe, I think. So, here we go. I went to Sanford Street Elementary School, and the grades there were kindergarten through 5th grade, and had some fabulous teachers. I had some just amazing people at that school, and I'm so glad that that was the school I went to. There were 4 in our district, 4 elementary schools that I could have gone to, but that one was the best. And you know, it was like a 10-minute walk away from my house, so it was great. And 4th and 5th grade I started being in the band, so that gave me something fun to do. And then after that I went to Glens Falls Middle School, and basically that was 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and it sucked a lot. I really didn't like middle school at all. I spent a lot of time in the library, actually. I used to like help the librarians during my free time because it was better than sitting around in my class and listening to people be stupid. So I spent a lot of time in the library. And the middle school was also where I met some of my best friends in the whole wide world. And for that reason, it has a warm place in my heart, but for only that reason. I hated middle school, and I almost didn't get out of it on time, actually. That's how much I hated it. I didn't do homework that often, and I got my first failing grade when I was in 7th grade, and it sucked. It was in global studies, actually, which was very unfortunate because I actually really like the whole like geography kind of history thing. And yeah, and then 8th grade I almost didn't pass the entire grade because I didn't do my homework, and I hated math class, and the math teacher I had didn't like me. And yeah, but luckily my history teacher was really cool, and he made a deal with me that if I did all of my homework he would pass me. And I got an A. And so I passed 8th grade, and it was fantastic. And so middle school kind of sucked. At 7th and 8th grade I started to swim, so that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that a lot. And I was in the band, and I was in the chorus, which I loved. My chorus teacher was like the best person in the universe. And yeah, so those were the good things. My extracurriculars were always a good thing. And then was high school, 9th grade through 12th grade. And I got into high school, and I was just kind of scared about it because of my whole grades in 8th grade debacle. And I got into it, and I was in a remedial math class, thank God, and got pretty decent grades because we had extra time to do our work, which was good. But the rest of my classes were okay. And I started having like a core group of friends that I hung out with a lot, which was really good to have people there all the time. And I kept swimming, and I was in band, and I had a great time. And then 10th grade rolled around, and I had some personal drama going on right then in my life, but it was still really fun, and I started really getting into a lot of clubs and activities. And then in 11th grade, I finally got accepted into the octet, which was our show choir, which meant we had to audition to get in, obviously, and we sang and danced and went to different places and performed, and it was a lot of fun. And those were like some of the best memories I have were from the octet. So that was fantastic, and I joined chorus that year. And so I had band, chorus, and octet, and I did the show Oliver was our musical that year, and I played Mrs. Bedouin, and I had a song, and I had a couple of lines, and it was fantastic, and Oliver was like the best time ever, 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 ever. I made so many friends in that, and like still, and like friends that were younger than me, like a lot younger, because we had kids in there. And they're still my friends now, like they're on Facebook and stuff like that. They friended me as they got older, so it was really great. And we just have those memories of Oliver and all the rehearsals and all the crazy stuff that went on, and so much fun. And yeah, and then senior year, I was still doing all my activities, and I still swam, and I did band, and I did chorus and octet and all that fun stuff, and I was part of the yearbook committee. So we made our senior yearbooks, and we got to walk around and take pictures of everything all the time. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, that was basically it. And I graduated, and you know, I did pretty well my last couple of years, so that was good. Not as well as some people would have liked, but better than I did in middle school. And yeah, I had an absolutely fantastic time in high school. I miss it a lot, actually. And then and then I had the whole community college thing. I went for 2 years for music, as you guys know, and that was kind of fun. It was kind of my bad years, as I refer to them. I didn't do too well, basically, because I had just too much freedom and I didn't know what I was doing, and I got sidetracked and hung out with people all the time, and hung out with people that I possibly shouldn't have hung out with, but I learned my lessons. It was okay. And then, you know, took the year off from school, and then came back and went to SUNY New Paltz, and I did really, really well there, and I'm actually like incredibly proud of myself about how well I did when I was there. I actually graduated with honors, so, you know, doing so horribly in school most of my life and then graduating with honors was actually quite the accomplishment for me. Yeah, so that's it. And oh my god, I'm about to give you my like second to last theme ever. That's so weird. Okay, so you may hate me for this one, and I think I might already hate myself for this one, but next week I want you guys to tell us something that we don't know about you. You're really gonna have to rack your brain on this one, or you might not. There might be something completely obvious that you just haven't mentioned yet. So because we've been talking to each other all year long, and there's stuff about my life that I think of, and I'm like, I don't think they know about that, and I just, like, I was wondering, is there anything that we don't know that you haven't, like, told us about, that you haven't gotten the chance to, or, I don't know, tell us something about you that we don't know. That's all. Text message. And also, I have some really exciting stuff going on that I can't tell you guys about yet, but I'm sure you'll be very excited when you hear about it. Hopefully, I'll be able to talk about it soon, but it's trust me, it's exciting, and it's very fun, but it's still in talks right now, so you'll hear about it eventually. So that's it. I will see you guys next week, and don't forget to be awesome.